Unlock your potential. Transform fear into your greatest ally. Ever feel like fear is a relentless force, holding you back from the life you crave? You yearn to achieve, to create, but fear paralyzes you at every turn. You might think fear is your downfall, but what if it's actually your greatest savior? If you're a career changer, entrepreneur, or someone battling anxiety, and you're ready to break free and live a life of purpose, then this video is for you. Subscribe now, give this video a thumbs up, and let's embark on a journey to transform your fear into your most powerful asset. I understand your struggle intimately. For years, fear was my constant companion, my biggest obstacle. I was terrified of failure, of ridicule, of falling short of expectations. Every time I dared to dream, to launch a new venture, connect with someone new, or simply voice my opinion, fear would slam the door shut. It felt like it was stealing my life, one opportunity at a time. I retreated from new experiences, avoided risks, and stopped truly living. I was convinced that fear was destroying me, making me weak. But then a profound realization struck me. The fear that seems to pull you away from life isn't your adversary. In fact, it's desperately trying to guide you. Today, I want to share how you can harness fear as a compass, guiding you towards a life of authenticity, fulfillment, and unwavering purpose. My transformation began a few years ago when I realized I couldn't continue living a life dictated by fear. I harbored a dream to create my own small business. I envisioned a warm, inviting coffee shop, a haven where people could gather, connect, and feel a sense of belonging. But every time I entertained the idea, fear would rear its ugly head. What if I fail miserably? What if I lose everything I've worked for? What if people laugh at my efforts? These questions would relentlessly swirl in my mind. I kept postponing my dream, rationalizing that the timing wasn't right, or that I wasn't ready yet. But deep down, I knew the truth. I was simply afraid. And that fear was preventing me from moving forward, from embracing my potential. I felt like life was slipping through my fingers while I remained stuck in place. But then everything shifted. I encountered a concept that completely revolutionized my perspective on fear. I realized that fear isn't the enemy. It's a compass pointing you towards your true north. And instead of running from it, I decided to follow its lead. Today, I'm going to share 5 transformative steps that helped me redefine my relationship with fear and begin living the life I was always meant to live. And I firmly believe these steps can empower you to do the same. The first step is to fundamentally change how you perceive fear. Stop viewing it as a negative force, something that's holding you back or destroying you. Fear isn't your enemy. It's actually there to protect you, to guide you. Think about it. Fear arises when you're confronting something significant, something that truly matters to you. If you were indifferent, you wouldn't experience fear. Fear is a signal that you're on the cusp of something extraordinary, something that has the potential to transform your life. When I grasped this concept, I began to view my fear through a different lens. Instead of thinking, I'm scared, therefore I can't do this, I started thinking, I'm scared, therefore this must be incredibly important to me. I was afraid to open my coffee shop because it was my deepest desire, my life's purpose, and that fear was indicating that I was on the right track. Try this exercise right now. Identify something you're currently afraid of. Perhaps it's initiating a difficult conversation, pursuing a career change, or relocating to a new city. Ask yourself, why am I afraid of this? What does this signify to me? If you're experiencing fear, it means it matters deeply. It means it's something worth pursuing, something worth fighting for. Stop seeing fear as the enemy, embrace it as your ally. It's revealing the path to your dreams, to your most authentic self. Can you feel your perspective shifting? This is the first step, and you're already on your way to profound transformation. The second step is to actively listen to your fear. Instead of instinctively running away from it, pause, breathe, and ask, what are you trying to teach me? What message are you trying to convey? Fear always carries a valuable message, a hidden lesson. Sometimes it's telling you that you need to prepare more thoroughly, to acquire more knowledge. Other times, it's revealing that you're heading towards something that truly resonates with your soul, something that aligns with your deepest values. When I was grappling with the fear of opening my coffee shop, I began to delve deeper into what my fear was communicating. I realized that I wasn't actually afraid of failing. I was afraid of not being adequately prepared. My fear was telling me, you have a burning desire to do this, but you need more knowledge, more experience, more preparation. And I took decisive action. I enrolled in business courses, devoured books on entrepreneurship, and sought advice from individuals who had already successfully launched their own businesses. My fear illuminated the specific steps I needed to take to feel confident and ready. Try this exercise right now. Reflect on your fear and ask yourself, what is it teaching me? What is it trying to say? Perhaps your fear is indicating that you need more information, more support, or more time to dedicate to your goal. Or perhaps it's simply affirming, this matters deeply to you. Don't give up on your dream. Listen attentively to its message. Fear isn't just a fleeting emotion, it's your inner voice, your intuition, attempting to guide you towards your highest potential. When you begin to listen to its wisdom, you'll realize that it's not trying to destroy you, it's trying to empower you. The third step is to take a small, courageous step towards your fear. You don't have to plunge headfirst into the most terrifying aspect of your goal right away. Start with something manageable, something that feels slightly uncomfortable but not overwhelming. Fear diminishes in intensity when you begin to take action, when you start moving forward. When I made the decision to open my coffee shop, I didn't immediately secure a loan or lease a space. I started small. I created a detailed business plan. I simply sat down and outlined all the steps I needed to take to bring my vision to life. Then I began researching equipment, suppliers, and potential locations. Each small step I took chipped away at my fear, making it feel less daunting. I realized that fear isn't an impenetrable wall, it's a door, and every time you take a step, you open that door a little wider. Try this exercise right now. Identify one thing you're afraid to do and commit to taking one small step towards it. If you're afraid of public speaking, record a short video of yourself practicing a speech, even if it's just for your own viewing. If you're afraid of changing jobs, update your resume and browse job postings online. If you're nervous about connecting with someone, send them a brief, friendly message. Don't try to accomplish everything at once. Focus on taking one small step, and you'll witness your fear begin to recede. Every step is a victory, a testament to your courage and resilience, and with each step you'll feel stronger, more confident, and more empowered. You're not running away from fear. You're walking towards it, embracing it as a catalyst for growth, and that changes everything. The fourth step is to utilize fear as a compass, guiding you towards your true purpose. Fear reveals where you need to go, what you need to do to live a life of fulfillment. Don't run from it, follow its lead. When you're experiencing fear, it signifies that you're standing before something significant, something that has the potential to transform your life in profound ways. If you run from fear, you're essentially running away from your dreams, from your potential. But if you embrace it and follow its guidance, it will lead you to what you truly desire, to what you're meant to achieve. When I began using fear as a compass, I realized that it consistently pointed me towards what mattered most to me. I was afraid to open my coffee shop because it was my deepest passion, my life's calling. I was afraid to share my ideas with others because I yearned to be heard, to make a meaningful impact. My fear was revealing where my passion resided, where my purpose lay. And I made the conscious decision to follow its lead. I opened my coffee shop, and yes, it was terrifying, filled with uncertainty and challenges. But it was the best decision I ever made, a testament to the power of embracing fear. Try this exercise right now. Identify the thing that scares you the most, the thing that keeps you up at night. Perhaps it's a dream you've always harbored but have been too afraid to pursue. Perhaps it's a relationship you're hesitant to start, or a project you've been putting off indefinitely. Fear is revealing the path to your dreams, to your most authentic self. Don't run from it, follow it. Let it be your compass, guiding you towards a life of purpose and fulfillment. Ask yourself, if I wasn't afraid, what would I do? And take a small step in that direction, trusting that fear will lead you to where you're meant to be. Fear isn't a barrier, it's a guide illuminating the path to your destiny. The fifth step is to cultivate a strong support system and seek inspiration to sustain your momentum and overcome challenges. Sometimes fear feels too overwhelming to handle alone, and that's perfectly okay. Find individuals who will support you, who will believe in you even when you doubt yourself, who will inspire you to keep moving forward. When I was in the process of opening my coffee shop, I didn't do it in isolation. I surrounded myself with friends who believed in my vision, who offered valuable advice, who provided unwavering support when I questioned my abilities. I also began immersing myself in stories of other individuals who had overcome their fears and achieved their dreams. I watched documentaries, read biographies, listened to podcasts, and attended workshops. These stories inspired me, reminded me that I wasn't alone in my struggles, and demonstrated that others had faced similar fears and emerged victorious. Try this exercise right now. Identify individuals in your life who can provide you with support and encouragement. Perhaps it's a friend, a family member, a mentor, or a therapist. Reach out to them, share your fears, and ask for their support, and actively seek inspiration. Watch a motivational movie, read an inspiring book, listen to someone's story about overcoming adversity. Let those stories remind you of your own strength, your own resilience, and your own potential to achieve greatness. And here's one more tip. Create a daily ritual that inspires you, that fuels your passion, and that reminds you of your purpose. For me, it was reading a few pages of an inspiring book every morning, which gave me the strength and motivation to tackle the challenges of the day. Find something that resonates with you. Perhaps it's listening to uplifting music, spending time in nature practicing meditation, or engaging in creative expression. Let it be your source of strength, your anchor in the storm. You're not alone, and you can conquer your fear if you have the right support and inspiration. These 5 steps revolutionized my life, transforming me from a victim of fear to a master of my own destiny. The fear that seems to pull you away from life isn't your enemy. It's your greatest ally, your most valuable guide. Embrace it. Listen to its wisdom and use it as a compass to navigate towards your dreams. My coffee shop is now thriving, a testament to the power of embracing fear and pursuing my passion. And I firmly believe that your fear will lead you to your dreams as well, if you're willing to follow its lead. Share in the comments below what you're currently afraid of, and how you plan to utilize these 5 steps to move forward, to conquer your fear, and to live a life of purpose. Perhaps you have your own unique strategies for dealing with fear. Share them with us. I'd love to hear them, and I'm sure other viewers would benefit from your insights as well. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more empowering content. Remember, you're stronger than you think, more capable than you believe, and more deserving of happiness than you can imagine. Don't run from fear, embrace it, learn from it, and let it guide you towards your greatest potential. See you in the next video.